Good morning archers, welcome to Oxford Archery Academy. Today I want to look at improvised exercise using material and equipment that you've got at home and using your own creativity. Why are we doing fitness videos right now, you ask? Well, the answer is right here. This is the reason I can't do your Kubon-chan technique breakdown yet, because I have a old man cat sat on my chair in my office, so I'm not going to be getting to that computer anytime soon because I can't bear to move him. We also have this dog who is keen for a bit of exercise, so let's head outside. So first thing I need to do is feed the chickens to get them out of the way of my exercise space. Come on girls, come on, come on. Excuse the Steptoes yard garden, it's the middle of spring and so we're starting to plant our veg. Hey girls, come on. Okay, hopefully that's them out of the way for a little while. So we've got a nice space here for some exercise in the sun, convenient tree to attach maybe some bands to. So I think this space is good. What do you think, Finn? Good? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so for your improvised exercise, you're going to need any heavy object you've got in the garden. We've got a couple of logs here. We've got a crate with 3 bricks in it. And we've got a 2-litre water bottle, which weighs 2 kilos when filled up. This is an old climbing rope I had lying around. You can use any rope that you've got that can bear a human. You could use a roof strap for your roof rack on your car. Literally anything that can bear your weight and be looped through like this, you could use on a tree or overhanging structure. So have a look round. Improvise, that's the key. Also, if you have them, and we're not expecting you to, you can use stretchy bands. These are my stretchy bands. They are useful, but not as useful as you'd think, and I'll explain why that is in a minute. So we have our cheesy assistant cat, and she's going to show us how to do some simple rowing motions with the various objects that we have. The first is with a water bottle. As you're rowing, make sure that you are retracting your shoulder blade towards your spine and keeping your elbow up, so leading with the elbow. Put your knee closest to the bottle down, have the other foot on the floor, support yourself to protect your back when you're doing this. Imagine that you're doing the superhero 1 knee landing pose and you're about right. Now I'm going to show you that same row motion with the log. So take a knee, support your body on the thigh of your off leg and row the heavy object, in this case the log, up, again leading with the elbow. This is particularly good with a peculiar object like a log because it challenges your grip, which is just another added element of the workout. Here you can see the retraction of the shoulder blade towards the spine. That is the correct technique, that's what should be happening. Keep going, do even numbers on each side, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, here we have, I keep saying okay, I'm really sorry, the yellow crate with 3 bricks in it. This is a much more challenging exercise, so you're rowing the crate up with both hands, but you need to be very careful of your posture. You need to assume a sort of half squat, almost like you're doing a poo, sorry for the analogy, and row the object up towards your sternum, towards your breastbone, keeping your elbows up, still leading with your elbows. You could do this with any heavy two-handed object, so you could use your bow bag, you could use a bag just filled with books or anything that will challenge your muscles sufficiently. Get creative with it, show me what you're doing in the comments. Now we've got the stretchy band that we saw earlier. This is great if you've got one. We'll just quickly show you this in case you do. So loop it around a fixed object or hook it in a door. Same double-handed rowing motion. The reason we don't want to use this much is it's only 13 pounds in draw weight, so it's 13 pounds in each hand. It's not very challenging, good for mobility, not great for strength. And here we see a little variation. You can see that the hands are twisting as they come in towards the armpit. That helps you get a fuller range of motion and actually works the muscles of the forearm as well, so that's quite a good variation to work in. Here you can see the marked strength of the bands, only 13 pounds, so not very hard. Okay, and now we're getting to the more exciting bit. This is the climbing rope that's looped around the tree. Take a grip in your hands by looping the rope around your hands. You might want to wear gloves for that if your hands aren't used to heavy work. Then grip those two loops tight in your hands so you don't slide off the rope. Walk towards the fixing point, and then using the same rowing motion as you were using with the stretchy band, leading with the elbows, bringing the shoulder blades together as if you're trying to squeeze an orange between your shoulder blades. You're pivoting at the ankle. Make sure you maintain your body position almost like a vertical plank. So you can see a close-up of how the shoulder blades are coming together. That's what it should look like. Elbow led. Body in a plank, upright plank position. And then let's try the variation with the rotation of the wrists. A lot of people find this more comfortable because it doesn't strain your wrist quite so much. And as I said earlier, it does also work the muscles of the forearm a little bit. So try this variation, it's quite nice. And much more comfortable than just the straight one. You can make this exercise more difficult by walking towards the pivot point, so wherever your rope is attached to. That means that there'll be more body weight on your arms and the exercise will be harder. If it's very hard, you only want to be doing even as few as 3 to 6 reps with a good rest between sets, so 3 reps and then a 2-minute break, or 6 reps and then a 2-minute break, and then repeating that twice more. If it's very easy, you want to do more reps. So if it's, say, what you would think of as a medium difficulty, think of doing 6 to 8 reps per set and maybe 4 sets. And if it's super, super easy, then do 12 and do 4 sets total. 12 reps, that is. So here you can see the shoulder blades coming together. Leading with the elbow. Walking towards the pivot point to adjust the difficulty. I'm running through these again so I can emphasize the points. This is as hard as it could probably get for cat. I think any more and you'd be starting to restrict the range of movement. You do want to be able to get the full range of movement in the exercise, so there's no point taking your full body weight if you can't lift your whole body weight. So use a fraction of it instead. And then row up. Just a final look here again at the technique. Shoulder blades together, pushing your chest towards the tree by retracting your shoulder blades as if you're squeezing that imaginary orange between your shoulder blades.